Hello everyone. Today we will analyze the classic novel Jane Eyre. In the vast galaxy of 19th century English literature, Jane Eyre, published back in 1847 under the pen name Clara Bear, really stood out. Why? Because it brought something fresh and powerful, a strong female perspective, full of personal insight and emotional depths. The author, Charlotte Bronte, grew up as the daughter of a clergyman in northern England, and that unique upbringing gave her a shape view of the world around her. She poured that awareness into Jane Eyre, telling the story of a girl who faces hardship, grows through love, and finally finds both spiritual and financial freedom. But Jane Eyre isn't just about one woman's journey. It's also a bold challenge to the deeply patriarchal society of her time. Seen from today's feminist perspective, this novel is groundbreaking. Jane constantly pushes back against the expectation of a male-dominated world. She turns down her cousin Santa John's marriage proposal, not because she doesn't value his mission work, but because she refuses to be anyone's tool. She says proudly, "I am no bird, and no net ensnares me. I am a free human being with an independent will." When Rochester, her love interest, tries to woo her with charm and power, Jane doesn't shrink back. She tells him off. "Do you think that because I'm poor, obscure, plain, and little, I am soulless and heartless? You think wrong. These words completely go against the Victorian image of the quiet, obedient woman." Then there's Bertha Mason, Rochester's first wife, located in the attic and labeled as mad. She symbolizes how society treats women who don't conform, hide them away, call them crazy. While Bertha suffers in silence, Jane chooses to resist. Together, they represent two sides of the same fight against oppression. And let's not forget money. Jane, Jane insists on earning her own keep. She refuses gifts and help that might make her dependent. It's only after she inherits her own fortune that she feels fully free. For Bronte, independence, both spiritual and financial, is key to a woman's dignity. Jane Eyre is also rich in symbolism and imagery. Nature, for example, mirrors Jane's infant life. The snow and ice at Lowood School reflect how cold and strict that world is. The storm and Thornfield stands for the emotional chaos of forbidden love. The marshland Jane crosses during her time of wandering shows life struggle. The orchard she returns to represent healing and new beginnings. Colors matter too. The red room is more than just a setting. It represents repression, but also Jane's fiery spirit. Bertha's fire and at the end doesn't just destroy the house. It tears down the illusions and control of a patriarchal system. Bront also plays with contrast. Rochester is rough on the outside but deeply emotional inside. Jane, though socially low, is morally strong. These contrasts keep the story full of tension and beauty. Now, let's bring in a comparison. Jane Eyre versus The Great Gatsby. Jane rises through her inner strength and belief in equality, even in a rigid class system. In contrast, Gatsby tries to buy his way into the upper class, only to find the American dream empty and cruel. When it comes to love, Jane wants macho respect. Gatsby, on the other hand, idealizes Daisy into a symbol. He doesn't really see her as a person. Narratively, Jane Eyre is told in Jane's own voice, emotional, raw, and personal. The Great Gatsby is more distant and reflective, told by a narrator who observes rather than participates. Most importantly, Jane Eyre gives its female characters agency. Jane drives the plot forward. In The Great Gatsby, however, women often serve as objects of male fantasy and doesn't shape their own story. At the end of the presentation, Jane Eyre is a feminist classical because it fights against outdated ideas of what women should be. Bront shows us that women need both independence and self-respect to truly be free. The novel's metaphors, emotional richness, and strong message make it just as relevant today as it was in the 18th century. And when we compare it to other classics like The Great Gatsby, we see even more clearly how unique and lasting Jane's story really is. Her voice, her courage, and her fight for equality continue to inspire readers, and they always will. Thanks for your listening.